Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to another Wednesday in the Word. As many of you know, just last Saturday we held the celebration of life for Phil Van Bergen. And, he inspired a lot of people. He really gave his life in the name of the gospel. And I'm just going to give the message that I spoke at that funeral. Maybe you've heard it already, in which case I'm sorry, but I just feel like it's a message that is good for these times. It's very short. If you knew Phil, he worked a lot with people. He worked with overcomers. And overcomers, I believe, is all about redemption and coming back and restoration and bringing that relationship back to God. If you look up the term redemption, or to redeem, it's a term that means to gain or to gain back something by purchasing it. So like if you went to a pawn shop or something, right, and you gave them your guitar, and you went back, you would redeem your guitar by paying the set price. And we were created to be with God. Our relationship with God was meant to be close, right? He walked with Adam and Eve. But when we sinned, we lost that relationship, that closeness with God. And we long to redeem that, to gain back what we had. But the problem is, so many of us try to gain it back in our own way. We believe that we can pay back or redeem ourselves to gain that relationship to God. But we just can't do it. Our good deeds, our church attendance, our tithes and offering, whatever it may be, cannot redeem that relationship. But this is what Romans chapter 5 says. It says, "You see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous man, though for a good man someone might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." He redeemed us. He paid the price to buy us back into the relationship with God. And there's no work that we could do. There's nothing, no good deed that we could possibly do to redeem ourselves. But see, at the right time, while we were still powerless, Christ died for us. We couldn't do anything. But Christ redeemed us to buy us back, to bring us back into relationship with God. While God demonstrates his love for us in this, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Not when we had gotten to a point where we were so close. God didn't wait until, they're pretty much there, they just need that extra push. No, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. While we were the enemies of God, he died for us. While we were acting in disobedience against him, he died for us. To redeem us, to bring us back into relationship with him. Why? Because he loves us. He demonstrates his own love for us in this. So no matter how far you are, no matter how much an enemy of God you are or were, he shows his love for you and he has redeemed you through the power of Jesus at the cross. Something that's really important to remember. Anyways, there's your thought for this Wednesday. We'll see you next week.